What is going on, YouTube? So we're gonna do a quick video here about something that is driving me nuts here. We have the Dodge Demon, and I don't know if anybody else has had this problem, but we're having some problems with some, not chipping, but a wrap issue on the front of the car, which I'll show you in a few minutes. You know, for those of you that aren't familiar, you know, you can buy this car in a variety of different colors, and there was also, from the factory, there was an option where you could get a painted hood, satin painted hood, and or the trunk as well as the roof as well. The vehicle I bought, which I'll be telling you all about that later, you know, where I bought it, how much I paid, but the one that I bought did not have any of that done, so there was no satin paint, no wrap or anything like that done. I did, after I got the car, put a satin wrap on the front, just the front. At the same time, I did an XPEL wrap, or excuse me, I did XPEL kind of clear bra on the entire vehicle, and then I did Ceramic Pro as well. So the whole car is covered. It's a little dirty today. I'll be cleaning it up the next day or so for this weekend. And so one of the things that I have seen other people making similar videos out on YouTube is, you know, a lot of people are having, the people that have the satin paint option from the factory are having problems with the paint chipping around the air intake here for the grabber intakes, or the air grabber. And you know, you got this beautiful car, expensive car, and for whatever reason they decide to put this piece of plastic in here, this cheap piece of plastic in here for the intake. And what happens is, with the heat as well as just with the air, and you got plastic clips in here, it starts to pull apart. And so as you can see here, this thing is not stuck in here very well. In my case, actually stepping back a little bit, so the people that have the painted, what they're finding is that this piece is, with the wind and with racing and with the heat, it's vibrating or shaking, and then they're getting chipping along the edge here. So their red paint is actually chipping. And even people with painted, with the satin painted, they're seeing the chipping, and then they can see the red paint underneath. So my situation is a little bit different because, again, I got it wrapped, but I'm having a similar issue, similar but different. So you can see here, this plastic piece is rubbing on here, which is aggravating the wrap, and the wrap is starting to kind of delaminate from the vehicle. And so I am going to be getting the car rewrapped, but not sure, or at least the hood rewrapped. I'm not sure that'll necessarily fix my problem, because I do still have issues like this that I'll probably have to use some two-sided tape. And you can see these are like press-in connectors, so I have to press those in to get those to work. All right, let's see if we can get this hood scoop thing off without breaking it. The other thing that I had was an issue. The guy that did the detailing for me, that did the Ceramic Pro and who did the XPEL, is awesome. But he brought in another guy to do the wrap, and I think that guy probably didn't do as good of a job on the wrap as he could have. I think he tucked it in here and probably should have wrapped it more around, and it might have helped to prevent some of this, but I still think you still have some of this issue. The other issue, which I'll show you in a minute, is that when the wrap was done, let me pop the hood real quick. So when the wrap was done, to get this air scoop out, they have to take out some bolts that are normally in right here. Not sure if you can see that, but there's normally some bolts that go in right here and here. And when I took it in the other day to have them look at it, they told me that these bolts were missing. So I ended up having to go and order new ones from Dodge. Luckily, my service guy at the Dodge dealer, who was awesome, took care of me. And it's this particular part here. So this cap goes up in here, kind of locks into place, and then you screw that or bolt that in. And that's part of what holds the hood scoop in, or the air grabber intake. So when I was talking to the guy that did the wrap, he was kind of playing dumb, like, oh, those things must have fallen out. But, you know, there's no way these fell out. There's a little lock screw here to help hold the screw in place. And, you know, the odds that one would fall out, much less both of them falling out, you know, when you put this, when you close the hood, these things are resting against against this area here, so no way did they fall out. He clearly forgot to put them back in when he took them out to get access, I assume, underneath to the air grabber. So you can't really see anything else from the underside in terms of the wrap or anything. So with these caps out, and here's the part number for these, by the way, if anybody else has issues or needs to order them, it is a Mopar part. There's the part number. And with those out, I should actually be able to remove this entire thing. So this whole part should come out. And I'm going to leave it in for right now because I am going to get the hood rewrapped on Friday. So leave it in right now, but very disappointed in that. You know, a car of this caliber should not be having issues like that. And I'm not sure if, you know, this will stay in at some point, or if I'm going to end up having to order a new one of those intakes. But again, on a nice car, they spent a lot of money designing it, and then they put a cheap plastic cowling there for the air intake. Just disappointing. So stay tuned. If this new wrap doesn't just kind of stay, I'm hoping that part of my wrap issue here is because these caps were missing and they forgot to put them back on. But if that's not the case, and if I still continue to get vibration, which then starts to agitate the wrap, I'm certainly not going to leave it like that. So I will probably end up taking the wrap off completely and just going with all red, which would be a bummer because I really like the look of the wrapped black hood, but I don't like the look of that, and that's not going to work. So alternatively, could probably put a wrap on and then maybe have the guy trim right along the edge, but then you might see a red line underneath, so I'm not sure how that would look. But if you could cut it really close right along the edge so that it doesn't wrap over, you know, that might be another possibility. If you're someone who's having similar issues, I know I've seen on a few different Facebook groups people having issues with that. Not sure what you're doing to solve the problem, but would love to hear from you, so please comment. And if you don't already, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching the channel. Check us out on Instagram at Chicago Mopar, and stay tuned for more cool videos to come in the future. Take care.